division brochures to be printed and distributed. Division 421 brochures, like the Black Cross Nurse brochure, International Expatriate Movement, the Legal Defense Committee, Marcus Garvey exoneration, Legal Defense Fund brochure, and more. I'm gonna guess that President Riles gonna probably want me to take the Legal Defense Fund out of there, and probably also the Legal Defense Committee, because they're not up and running currently. So whenever it comes out in the agenda, you probably won't see that if you go back through and read on your own. Okay, updates division meeting flyers and literature. Creates a distribution spreadsheet of locations in Atlanta and beyond where flyers can be distributed. Checks with the Minister of Information for the press release on UNIA-ACL information and special instructions for promotions. Organizes promotion folders and files in the UNIA CBPM office, updates and creates a promotional package for people interested in the UNIA-ACL. And below is, so I guess this would be like the brochure would be page 1, would be Marcus Garvey on the cover. Second page will be UNIA-ACL Legacy of Leadership. Page 3, Government of the UNIA-ACL Parent Body. Page 4, Government of the UNIA-ACL Division Presidents. Page 5, Government of the UNIA-ACL Divisions. Page 6, 21st Century Nationalism, Counsel General Farouk Muhammad. Page 7, Message from our President General. Page 8, How Laws are Made for the UNIA-ACL. Page 9, Message from Division 421 President and Lady President. Page 10, Division 421 Membership Application. Page 11, Universal Black Cross Nurse Membership Application. Page 7, UNIA-ACL Citizenship Application. I think that might be took out, the citizenship, because this program is not running anymore. Page 13, Whirlwind subscription form and advertisement form. And then page 14, Division 421 meeting flyer. Okay, the next office is the Office of Youth.
1 second, Sister Tanea.
Okay.
Second lady. Okay. First, thank you for the reading. I actually wanted to take a second to discuss the promotion office, because it's kind of ironic, but it's a good thing, because we were just talking about this yesterday. We had a meeting at the event space that we're going to have the event for October 31st, and one of the main things that we discussed was promotions and how we felt about our promotion strategy, where we were, and what we could do moving forward. And one of the key things was officer responsibility. And that's kind of, it's interesting that we're talking about this today, and it's been on the schedule before we even thought about having the Ancestors event, but we've inherited a good structure of the organization and the potential roles and responsibilities of the officers. So we have the title and things that we feel the promotions office should be doing. The problem is we don't have anyone driving that or leading that. So I just wanted to stop for a second and kind of address, our promotions, and see if there's anything we can do with the individuals that we have on the call tonight to help us with our promotion office. And let me bring the conference call off mute as well. Lady President.
Yes, sir.
So you were with us yesterday when we were talking about promoting for the organization. We were specifically focusing on Ancestors event, but the bylaws speak on, promotions in general, and I think this is a good outline of what we could be doing. I want to know your thoughts on, how we are promoting as a division, and things we can do to improve.
We can speak to each of our members, let them know specifically what we're involved in if they don't attend our meetings. And we need to also create not only information that goes online, but also documents which we can physically read, hold in your hand, that you know something is happening. And I don't think that for this particular event that we're having this next weekend, we had anything like that. Although we did have a document. Our brother, was Brother Onasius created that document?
Yes, the digital flyer. Brother Onasius helped us with that.
That way. But old school said you had some kind of document in your hand where you could read it, tack it up on your walls to remind you, to attend these events. So, and even just like I said, I was saying I was going to call our membership.
Yes, and I got to get you that. I'll send that to you tonight.
Okay, thank you. To speak with our members personally, that we know that they have received some kind of information about our events.
And as of right now, from an organizational perspective, individuals that are doing promotions that I'm aware of, Brother James has been helping with our social media, kind of driving that. And then on the other side, President Ross Marvin has, we have the NAT system where we send out a text blast, and then we have the MailChimp system where we can send out email blast. But as a group, we know the importance of promotion, and we at some point we'll need somebody. Right now it's an open position. We'll need somebody to lead that office. So I just wanted to touch on that specifically, Second Lady Vice President, before we went on. Brother Onasius, First Vice President, do you want to say anything in regards to promotions?
Yeah, it's definitely one of the most important things that's on the table. I think one of our greatest tasks is to be able to present and represent the UNIA, and Mama Mina talking about having things in people's hands that we could give so important. And I made the flyer for the Ancestors event, and I definitely see the importance in making a flyer that we can invite people out to our mass meetings, and which is the most important event, one of the most important events that we have. For me, I know that I can make flyers and I can do a lot of this stuff. So it feels like I just need to buckle down and focus on help leading this thing. So it's pretty important.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, First Vice President. One of the things that I want everybody to understand, one of the foundations that we all know is membership, and bringing in more people, and bringing in capable people that have the skills and willing to take responsibility. That's key and that's vital. And what happens is if we don't have enough individuals, if we're not bringing in enough individuals, these responsibilities will roll up, to president, vice president, and other executives. So that's what I'm trying to. We have the office. We know what needs to be done. It's just that we got a lot of people with their hands full. So that's all I wanted to state, to encourage us to don't forget about membership. And but as Brother Mason said, we got to get more people into the mass meetings as well. That's all I wanted. Second Lady Vice President. Neil?
Okay. Next office is Office of Our Youth. This office is responsible for ensuring that the youth members receive an agenda for each meeting and are listening to the weekly playback of Division 421 mass meetings and study groups if they are unable to attend meetings. They're responsible for ensuring that our youth members know the pledge of the UNIA, responsible for ensuring that after-school programs are intact, like High Flying Rocket program, tutoring services, music program, African history programs. And they are responsible for developing an in-age appropriate curriculum for the youth to engage in. They're responsible for recruitment of young African members through their parents. They're responsible for recruiting new youth divisions to the UNIA-ACL 421. They places youth members in position of responsibility in accordance to their age, maturity, and skill level. Responsible for providing youth members with a general overview of official UNIA roles and positions to ensure a smooth transition into these offices. They ensure that the youth members are up to date on current UNIA events and happenings. They are responsible for encouraging youth to start their own businesses. Quilted red, I don't know what that is. Hold on one second. So I can find my place. Okay. All right. So on that one, I'm just gonna say encourage youth to start their own businesses. Law for children from our Constitution. From section 1, all juveniles of the division and societies of the UN shall show high respects to all officers of the association and respect for teachers in charge of class. Section 2, no juvenile shall be allowed in talk, laugh, or carry on any mischief while classes are in session, but must sit to attention so as to get the benefit of their Section 3, any parent, any juvenile found using profane or bad language or becoming unruly and disrespectful to his or her officer in charge shall be reported to the superintendent of juveniles by a teacher in charge, and the superintendent through secretary notify parents of child's conduct. So I'm not for sure. It says section 1, but I'm not exactly sure where it comes from in the Constitution. So
I can look that up, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the section 1, 2, and 3 all come from the Constitution. It's quoted from the Constitution. It looks like.
okay.
in the UNIA Constitution.
Okay. The next is Office of Community Outreach.
1 second, Sister Tanea.
Oh.
I wanted to touch on the Office of Youth as well.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I just wanted to touch on this office because for me, this is one of our more delicate offices. I put this in line with, see how to say this, our defense, how we plan on defending our people and ourselves without being too technical or wordy, but I think you understand what I'm saying. Defense and children are very sensitive. You have to be very careful about how we interact in those two fields. And if we do something inappropriate or wrong, that can be it'll be the end of the division itself. So there are other fields, like community outreach or promotions, research, where we can kind of get things wrong and we'll be okay. But youth and defense, we cannot get anything wrong in those areas. So youth department is another open position. It'll probably remain an open position until we, get somebody that we definitely are confident that we can trust. But I want to stress the fact that we understand the sensitivity of some of these offices. And one of the big things that we have to pull from the youth office is line item E, responsible for the recruitment of young African members through their parents. So we have a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but we bring up a lot of suggestions about things that we can do for the youth. Even with this Ancestors event, is focused towards the youth. But we have to remember anything that we do for the youth has to be through the parents. We have to get the consent of the parents, before we approach the youth themselves. So I just wanted to stress those two things before we proceed it. That's all I had, Second Lady Vice President. Thank you, Sister Tanea.
May I say something?
Go ahead, Chaplain Mitchell.
I was going to say that I work with youth every day, and I'm forming a martial arts school for African youth. So what you said, John, was very critical because I want to get the parents' authorization before allowing them to enter into the program. So that's pretty crucial. Thank you.
Thank you, Chaplain Mitchell. Appreciate the work that you're doing for the youth. Any other questions or comments on the youth department, youth office?
Okay.
One final thing, Sister. As I said, I mean, it's a sensitive, delicate area, but still important. And even though we don't have a official Office of the Youth or coordinator, we still do work with the youth. We have the Youth Health Science Fair every February, but the presence of the youth in an organization is a good sign of, generational growth. And if we don't have youth, if we're not engaged in the youth, that's not a good sign as far as growth. So we have to keep working with the youth, keep engaging the youth, even though we don't have a office coordinator. That's all I want to say.
And for our members who work with youth throughout wherever they are, someone can step up and want to share that position to help our division grow.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, Mom. I mean, I think at this stage, until we get an official coordinator, we just have to tap into those individuals and those skills that they have, and hopefully, they can help us support, those that are depending on where they are. I know Chaplain Mitchell's not necessarily in the city, but for the ancestors event, if we have individuals that are, work with children, that would be a great opportunity to support the organization as well as help children at the same time, and build that relationship, so that we be confident at putting a person as office coordinator.
Right.
Any other questions or comments before we move to the community outreach? Go ahead, Sister Tanea. Thank you.
The Office of Community Outreach is the division liaison during events put on by division in different communities. That was one thing I said I wanted to speak with President Rouse about, because I know the liaison position, I don't know if he got it from the Constitution, but that position is no longer, we don't have a liaison, so I don't understand that part. So there may be a change whenever the agenda comes out. But this person is supposed to contact the neighborhood on parade routes and inform the community of upcoming yearly African Independence Day parades and other communities events. This office and its members should attend functions in the community representing the UNIA-ACL Division 421 and recruits for new members. This office spreads UNIA-ACL propaganda in the community. It spreads UNIA-ACL propaganda online at various social networks. And this office shall develop programs to educate the community on the UNIA-ACL. Example, like issue a copy of the pledge to our neighbors in the community. And also works to promote coordinators and it works with the promotion office coordinators and distributing of UNIA-ACL propaganda. And that's it for the office.
This office, do we know who's currently holding this office? Do you might know?
I'm not for sure. I think it's open.
Brother Ken Wardo is holding this office. Brother Ken Wardo. He's out here in Atlanta. But I just wanted to say he is doing a great job in my perspective. He helped with the caravan. He helped organize the caravan. He was helping to organize the Labor Day event with Sister First Lady Vice President Sister Ebony, and he's also helping with the Ancestors event. But this, I think we have a great coordinator in this office right now. We may need to just discuss the specifics on the roles and responsibilities, but just briefly looking over what's there and knowing what Brother Kim Wardo is doing, I think he's doing an excellent job as our community outreach coordinator. I just wanted to state that.
Okay.
So any questions or comments in regards to the three offices the youth coordinator, community outreach coordinator, and promotion officers.
And I don't know if we stated, Brother President John, about what this Ancestors Day is why we're celebrating and how we're going to handle it. You know, the 31st is usually Halloween, for which, as opposed to putting our ancestors on a pumpkin, I mean, we're celebrating them, not as skeletons, but.
Madam President,
Yes.
one second. Yes, we're going to go into that next.
Okay.
So before we do, I just wanted to address the offices that were being discussed. If there's any questions.
Yeah.
Okay. No questions or comments in regards to the topic. Sister Tanea, is it all right if we discuss the Ancestors event? Sister Tanea, you there?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Tanea?
I'm sorry. I walked away for a second. What did you say?
Well, there were no questions or comments in regards to the Office of Promotions, the Youth Coordinator, or the Community Outreach Coordinator. There were some. We wanted to just bring up some final. Well, we wanted to kind of discuss the Ancestors event. This is our last meeting that we'll have together, unless we plan something else before the event. So.
You wanted to discuss something for the event for next week?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I mean, I don't see nothing.
Okay, sorry.
All right.
Lady President, did you want to share the theme, or did you have that quote as well from Marcus Garvey?
Yeah, let me just pull that out. Hold on one second. I have all kind of books on here with me. But Marcus Garvey said that, I don't have that quote, my brother. Wait a minute. One second. Marcus Garvey said that we must canonize our own saints, create our own martyrs, and elevate them to positions of fame, and honor Black men and women who have made their distinct contributions to our racial history. He said the Sojourner Truth was worthy of the place of sainthood, and he talked about Toussaint Louverture and other brothers and sisters throughout our history whose developments aided our success. So that's what we're doing with our Ancestors Day. And as opposed to, you know, putting them on a pumpkin and telling the kids to go out and tell them they're going to trick you or treat you, we're celebrating our ancestors, and we will also provide zawadi gifts for our children where they don't have to talk about tricking and treating nobody, because these gifts will be given to them. My brother?
Thank you, Madam President. Yes, this is the first time we've done it here in Atlanta. I think Chicago, this is the second or third time they're doing something like this. So it may take a couple of years for, one, for people to understand it, and two, for us to understand how to get the message out, to make the expectations right. But this first time, all we have on the flyer is just promotions for the event itself. But we have to kind of define, you know, what Ancestors Day is for the community, and what, you know, people should expect next year and following year.
And what we were asking for all of our members is to come dressed as an ancestor. Somebody might want to come dressed as Shaka Zulu. Someone else, Frederick Douglass. Somebody else, Sojourner Truth, Harry Tubman, whomever. But then know exactly what those persons, what their gift was to us. So be able to share who you are as you're dressed like that person, and what their contributions was to the development of African Americans.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad you brought that up, because it is going to be a big responsibility of the members and us that are aware, that are attending, to set the tone. We weren't able to kind of get the word out to let people, we let them know a little bit, but people won't know what to expect. So we have to show them what to expect. So us as members, as Lady President is saying, we should be participating in the event and dressing up, if possible, dressing up as an ancestor and being prepared to tell of that ancestor's greatness, to the youth.
Right.
Yeah, we got to do a lot. I think in the future years, community will be excited to show us their versions, but we have to set the example.
Set the example, exactly. Anybody have any comments or suggestions?
Do they have a projector there or any video equipment at all?
They have a projector, so we'll be able to present. They'll be doing a PowerPoint. As far as recording, they may, but we need to have our own internal. We've done recording with other individuals before, and we never really got the footage. So I don't think we are prepared for that. Our video and promotions coordinator don't leave it absence right now. Yeah, I don't think we have anybody prepared to document the event, other than everybody with his phone.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking about it.
And maybe, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Mama Lena.
I was just going to say that maybe, as opposed to having one person over some of these kind of committees, when documentation would be important, that we maybe need to have two or three, or someone to help assist those who either out of town or whatever, so that our needs will be fulfilled.
I understand, Lady President, but as I was saying, we got two options. One, either bring in more people to fill these positions, or the responsibilities roll up.
Right.
So that's the way I see it. I only see those two options.
Yeah, I asked about the projector, President John, because I was thinking about a slideshow video of the ancestors, past ancestors, and kind of showing that. But I mean, I can make it. I can make it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I can do
I can do the video, but I just don't know how we would be able to play it.
As far as presenting, we're fine. We can present. They'll have presenting equipment, but as far as recording it and showing it later and things like that, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be prepared for that. Different things. But yes, we do need everybody to come out and support. I'll be just come out and support, pay your dues if need be. So we'll be signing people up and getting dues updated. Mama Mean, did you want anything else on the system thing?
No, just we just want everybody to come out and be supportive of our event.
2857. 2857 Main Street, 31st.
I couldn't quite. What do you say?
2857 Main Street, East Point, Georgia.
Oh, right.
October 31st. Officially, the event will be from 4 to 8 p.m. They're free. We'll have some free snacks and drinks for the guests. Of course, for the citizens.
And we said we'd like to do events throughout different parts of Atlanta so that we can make sure that all of the people in this area in our city are reached.
Yes. Yes. Well, I mean, we don't have to take on all of it, all of the responsibility ourselves. 1 second. Let me pull up something. So I had got some emails or some flyers today, actually. Some of that. So, yeah. So, yes, we need to be doing more in different areas so we can tap in with some of the other organizations and groups in the city as well. So, we're going to be getting a donation of apples from the Beloved Community Church in Pittsburgh through third Vice President Brother Cornelius and agricultural coordinator Brother Cornelius. He does a lot of work with Beloved Community Church. Reverend Slaughter, who is our keynote speaker at Garvey Day, that is his church. So it's on the south side in the Pittsburgh community. They're having an event Saturday, October 30th, so the day before our event, 12 to 3. Unity Festival is what they're calling it, 7th Annual Unity Festival. But, I forgot. The Community Church of Atlanta is the address system. Also on that day.
And where's it going to be?
Irish Street, I think 1113 Irish Street. Yeah, 1113 Irish Street, Southwest Atlanta.
Okay.
And there's another event that New Era Atlanta is putting together on the same day, October 30th, from 4 to 7:30 p.m. And theirs is going to be 532 Cleveland Avenue. Kind of in the south as well. There's a couple things going on that I'm aware of. It's going to be hard for us. I mean, we do, as I was telling Lady President and Second Lady Vice President, we kind of want to look into one, partnering with organizations and businesses throughout the city, kind of like what we're doing with the core. That could be our East Point location. We need similar relationships in Decatur, down west end, like 20 and 285 in their area. But we want to have different relationships with organizations and businesses throughout the city, and at some point in the near future, look at getting a centralized location, building of our own, somewhere in the center of the city.
That would be good.
But yeah, Atlanta's a spread out city. Our people are kind of all over, so we need to be able to make things convenient You have to have relationships in different areas. So this East Point is a start. We have relationships on the west side, Hamilton, where the current office is.
Brother Zach, you kind of low.
Go ahead. What was that, Brother Mason?
I say you kind of low. Might shift it right up.
Just recap, like we just have to continue to build more relationships and strengthen the relationships that we have with different Black groups and organizations in the city, so that we can host events in different locations to make things convenient for our people, no matter where they are around the city. You know, everybody, it'll be basically a stronghold, you know, within 5 or 10 miles of where all of our people are. But I was saying, like, the East Point, that's what I see with this location, the core. We have a good relationship with the brother Dreadlock. He's a member of the division, so he can, you know, make this a good relationship and duplicate this same thing. You know, we'll have, you know, resources in different areas, and then we can get our own place centralized.
And maybe if we were really supportive of the Brothers Church event down there, since he came out for us.
Yes. Well, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because that would be, we already have a great relationship with Beloved Community Church, and that's another, you know, we could have did the Ancestors event there, but that's another location that we have a very good relationship with the community and the ownership. We need more of those. We need, you know, east side of Atlanta and north side of Atlanta, northwest side. We need more of these relationships.
Right.
And on the south side, well, we got College Park, Old Management, relationships out there. We got facilities there that we can use.
All right.
Well, I guess that's all for the Ancestors Day. You have questions or comments before we move to the membership? Well, before we move to membership, I kind of wanted to, like, we need to kind of discuss officers and stuff, like what we, officer reports for their membership. Basically, is that okay? You're on mute.
I didn't hear your question. You said you wanted to do it?
I usually, before we go into membership, I give like a brief update.
Or your report? Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
but I want to expand that to all of the officers. And I know this is probably the first time I've mentioned it officially, but something that I want to kind of continue moving forward is officers giving an update to the membership as well as each other, because we only have one executive meeting per month. But you know, things we're working on or things that we think we should be focusing on as an organization.
Cool.
All right, but with that, I'll start off, of course. We're doing a lot of, I mean, as you know, everybody knows we're doing a lot with the Ancestors Day. It'll be this coming Sunday, not tomorrow, but next Sunday. We still got a lot of work to do. Need to put a presentation together. We'll have maybe an hour as an organization. I mean, we've got the whole event as hours, but we're giving ourselves an hour as an organization to help with recruiting and fundraising, but we kind of want to give the story of the UNIA and Marcus Garvey from the history, but also touch on our vision for the future. We want to give people something that they can honor and respect about the past, but something that they can be excited about for the future, and something that they, would want to participate in. But I'm putting a small presentation together, but I wanted, I'll need some input from each of the officers directly during the executive meeting to know what we see as a vision for the division from each of our officers' perspective. Other than that, the study groups. We decided to do study group every Tuesday, and I think it's a good idea. So every Tuesday at 8 p.m. We do one lesson on the course of African philosophy. Right now we are about to go into lesson 4, and it'll take us like a couple months based on how the schedule's laid out. But those are the big
I can't hear you.
Those are the big things that I've got. That I see. Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, now I can.
I was just saying the study group. So we'll have study group. We're doing study group every Tuesday. So that's a big thing that we'll be working on. We're going into lesson 4 this coming Tuesday, and the Ancestors Day is coming Sunday. After that, we're trying to do a feeding caravan. We're trying to partner with some other groups to do a feeding caravan sometime around Thanksgiving. I have more information on that once we get through Ancestors Day. But those are the couple of things that in the near future that I'm aware of. And then Mama Mina mentioned Kwanzaa. We want to do something for Kwanzaa this year. So we've got a full, the rest of the year we still got some things we need to take care of. And then we'll go into 2022. We talked about maybe doing something for Martin Luther King. But we also have the Youth Health Science Fair in February. So looks like the next couple months we could have one big event at least for the next 3 or 4 months. So that's all I really got. I wanted to pass it to Lady President Mama Mina.
What did you just say?
I was just gonna pass it to you for Lady President's, if you want to share anything from the Lady President perspective.
I just like to get our women more active. So that's why I'm going to call out, notify the membership about our event, our next Sunday's event. But I wanted to start getting our women active in our division. And maybe, with the Black Cross nurses, get that up and running for 2022 for sure.
I like
Can
that.
I say something? Hey sis, I would like to
Yes,
join you. I'd like to join you, so I'll leave my number in the chat. I couldn't see what your name was on my phone.
Oh, okay. I'm Mama Amina.
That's Mama Mina's Lady President. She's on the conference line.
Okay. Oh, she's on the conference. I was looking for you on the other thing. Brother John can give you my number. I'll be one of the sis.
Okay, good. We'll call you.
All right, thank you.
Is this Sister Nishanta?
Yeah. Her name is Ifaniyi, but my slave name is Nashanta Jones.
I got you. Okay.
All right.
I'll share your information with the Lady President.
All right, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Lady President. Yes. I mean, I'm excited about that. So I'm gonna give Lady President the membership contact information, phone numbers and emails. So ladies and probably brothers as well, expect a phone call. If not from brothers, I may have to call you myself, but at least ladies, expect a phone call from Lady President. Mama Amina, did you have anything else you wanted to share?
No, we just need to get our membership actively involved in our endeavors.
I agree. I like your approach.
Right.
Next, we want to go to First Vice President Brother Macy's. Brother Macy's, you there? Brother Macy's. Second Lady Vice President, Sister Tanea. Do you have anything you wanted to come from?
Right now, working with President Ross with the website. I just so far just built one page, and I'm working on the organization page. So that's pretty much besides the agenda. That's something new I've been doing. And that's it. I'm gonna let somebody else speak.
Thank you, Second Lady Vice President, and we definitely appreciate the work that you're doing with President Ross Marvin.
You're welcome.
Brother Macy's, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I apologize, family. My son is in a fashion show, so I just caught him recording. I heard you, but I was recording him. But we're doing an update from the committee. For us personally, for us the business department, I've been really focused on organizing our efforts. One of the aims and objectives that Marcus Garvey has is number 7, and I've really been focused on that aim and objective. And that one talks about creating ambassadors. And it's been on my heart that each and every one of us should be a representation of the government wherever we are. So I've been really focusing on how to develop people as they come in, so that they can feel like they are ambassadors and representatives of the UNIA, because we've had members that come on the call all the time, but I really want us all to feel comfortable with telling people about the UNIA, feel comfortable with inviting people to what we have going on. So that question has been on my heart all week. What's it going to take for everyone to feel like they are to move like they are a representative of the UNIA and feel comfortable with inviting people and make it their agenda. So that's something that really been focused on. Of course, like Mama Mina said, being able to create that literature for everybody to have is important to me. My hands are just really doing a lot, but being able to create that literature for everybody.
Brother Macy's. Brother Macy's.
Greetings, family.
Greetings.
Bahadur from South Carolina.
Greetings, Brother Baha. One second. Brother Macy's, you there? what Brother Macius was referring to, well, Brother Macius is going through he's going through the training, the officer training. We just completed lesson 3 last week. Lesson 3 goes over the aims and objectives of the UNIA, and we talked about lesson 7. In the book, it says lesson 7 is to establish commissionaries or agencies in the principal countries and cities of the world for the representation and protection of all Negroes, irrespective of nationality. This means that there must be someone in every city whose business it will be to look after the interests of Negroes who may come into that city or country. His position will be like that of an ambassador, consul, or consular agent of a nation. He will interest himself in all things affecting the Negro race and see to it that no advantage or abuse is taken or made of a Negro who comes into the city or country. He is to report all happenings affecting the Negro and those happenings in which the Negro is interested to the UNIA. This will not be necessary where Negroes have a country of their own, but is applicable only to foreign countries such as Europe, Asia, South America, where the Negro may live in large numbers and have no contact with the government. Brother Mason ended talking about the promotions aspect, but he was trying to talk about how to get individuals to be comfortable as being representatives of the UNIA. I think that's important. And again, a lot of these things fall on us as Garveyites. Going back to objective and aim number 2, to instill pride and love. We have to be confident in our own skin and in our own race, and we have to, even if we have to, and we also have to teach our brothers and sisters the same. So it doesn't look like Brother Macius came back. Brother Macius, were you able to come back? Okay. Next, I want to jump over to our division chaplain. Hear from Chaplain Mitchell. Chaplain Mitchell, you there?
Yes. Greetings, brothers and sisters. This is Chaplain Mitchell. I have nothing to report. Well, I changed my mind. I will be working with a group from Sierra Leone, getting a division established there. So we're getting a team established, and we're hoping to have a division established by the end of next year there.
That'd be good.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Chaplain Mitchell, for sharing that with the family. And please, keep us updated. Let us know if there's anything that we as division can do to help our brothers and sisters.
Okay, no problem.
One more officer, then we'll open it up to other members. I want to call on member 165, Legal Defense Committee Coordinator, Attorney Imhotep. Attorney Imhotep.
Yes, greetings, Africans. I don't have anything to report, President John.
Okay. Thank you for being on the call, Attorney Imhotep. I know you weren't able to attend the Marcus Garvey Day event. Were you planning on attending the Ancestors event this next week?
Regrettably not. I'm going to be out of the state this coming weekend, so I won't be able to attend.
Okay, not a problem. You have safe travels and be careful. So I think that wraps it up for the officers report. We're going to open it up. First number that we got, UNI number 172 in Brooklyn, New York, Dr. Sam.
Raise first.
Race first, Dr. Sheriff. How you doing?
I'm good. Yes, sir. I like the ideas of how we reach out to one another and other organizations that we know about here in North America with us, you know. But I was thinking along the lines too that we could prepare something, put something together, a brochure, letter flyer, a news paper, anything like that, you know, any type of promotions to target nations that are sympathetic to what we're doing, you know, contact heads of state, you know, for a few countries who might be willing to share ideas with us and help us grow, you know. I don't know if we have any brochures or anything like that to help our endeavor of contacting other nations, but I'm just saying that, you know, it'd be a good idea if we could develop something like that to reach other nations, because we need a lot more help than we have right now, you know. But it's good what we're doing in North America, reaching out to other organizations. I just hope it keeps up and doesn't fade away, you know. Race first.
Race first. Very true, Dr. Sheriff. Yes. One second. But yes, we definitely have to reach out to other nations for support as well. I disagree. One thing, forgive me, family, one thing I forgot, we're supposed to be good listeners and supposed to allow our sisters to share first. I want to go to Sister Ifani.
Good evening, family. Ray first. I don't have anything to share. I also think that what Dr. Sam said about having something, because I've tried to ask people to come, but they want to know what it's about. I know briefly, but they have some questions that I can't answer, and people want something short and sweet. So I was wondering if you guys can get some of that, because I like to advertise and get people to join, but I'm not that knowledgeable about what to say. And so if you had something like that, that would be helpful.
Thank you, Sister Ifani. And thank you, Dr. Sam. To Lady President Mama Mina, First Vice President Brother Macius, who's not on the call, Second Lady Vice President Sister Tanea. We have to put that together as executives. We have to put that promotion package together.
Right.
People can have a quick go-to reference for who Division 421 is, what we stand for, and what our vision is for the future. But we keep repeating the importance of promotions and brochures, and Garvey, repeatedly talked about the power of propaganda. So just keep these things in our minds for our executive meeting in November. I think as we go over officer roles and responsibilities, these things will come back up. So just want to remind us of reinstill the importance based on what the community is saying. But thank you again, Sister Sunny. Somebody gonna say something?
Yeah, we need to actually get our news paper out, and that would help in that endeavor.
You mean a hard copy paper?
A hard copy paper, yeah.
All right, we can talk about it at executive meeting. Right now, we've got the Whirlwind newsletter. That's on one of our primary promotion tools, but we can talk about a hard copy as well. Oh, speaking of that, matter of fact, I'm sorry. The parent body does have a Garvey Voice magazine that they produce or publish, I think, monthly. So that's something that we can look at getting some of those and then turning everything.
I think that would be good.
But yeah, we'll discuss that at the executive meeting. The first Vice President, Brother Matrix, able to return. Brother Matrix, is there anything that you
I'm not
able to say?
I'm not even 100% sure where I left off at, President John, but
You was, I mean, it's kind of all going in circles, but you were talking about what we were just talking about, the importance of promotion.
Promotion.
Yeah, I was just kind of reiterating everything, how important it is. So I don't have anything else. It's just a reiteration of what we've already been talking about, really.
But yeah, we'll discuss that more in detail first Saturday in November. All right, next. Next, brother, we got UNA number 239 in Seattle for the Freeman.
What's his name? Brother who?
Freeman for the Freeman. He's been with us for a while.
Brother Freely?
Freeman. F-R-E-E. Freeman.
Okay.
Brother Freeman, you there? We'll go to other brother CDPM number 1623 in Cherwell, South Carolina, for the Baja. Brother Baja, you there?
I'm here, my brother. Peace and love, family. What's up, brother Freeman?
He's still on mute. Yeah, he's not at least. Sister Tanea?
Can you hear me?
Sorry, brother Baja. Go ahead. Yeah, sorry about that.
The brother was speaking, brother Freeman. But y'all want me to address something? I apologize, my brothers and sisters. I haven't been on in a while. Just by listening to everyone tonight, y'all seem to be handling everything correctly and, trying to get everything established, our own government. And see, we are the leaders now. We are the Garveys and Noah Drew Ali's and Elijah Muhammad, the ancestors, as y'all getting ready to prepare for a day of our ancestors. These are our ancestors, and they left the way for us to continue. See, they are gone. So we must continue. We must finish their mission. It is our time now. And listen to Brother John, listen to Sister Tanea, listen to Mama Mia. I hope I'm not mispronouncing anyone's names. Y'all doing a great job. And I apologize. I've been very busy myself on my end in South Carolina. I started several nonprofit organizations. I'm running for city council. The election is November the 2nd here in South Carolina, sure. I got basically my final push now, try to get these black folks, Negroes, to vote for a brother who is the hardest thing in their community, who have did many things for this community. But it's so hard to get our people to go to vote. And see, that's what the so-called European or the so-called white man, that's what he, that's why he stole everything. That's how he got it. Because he knew our people wouldn't study, they wouldn't research, and they would just be rewrote out of history. But we are the Aboriginal and indigenous people of this land. And this country belongs to us. And there are documents and facts to prove this. And I have them. And that's what I've been doing. And that's what I'm going to do with y'all now. I'm going to cut it short. And we drop this on everybody because I don't know who all on the line, but y'all some deep brothers and sisters. And I miss y'all. And inshallah, I will come this Sunday. But like I said, I'm in my final push in my little campaign here. And but I'll be with you in spirit on that day. And try to get there soon to see Brother Ross and everyone, you know. But I'm going to use my knowledge of we're going to become nationals. You understand? And we're going to establish our own government where they're going to understand that it's established. You understand? And there ain't going to be no talking. And y'all got everything to do. You got your thing to make your nationality cards. We got everything that we need. We just got to get the knowledge, the wisdom, and understanding how to apply it. And there's a lot of people on the line know what I'm talking about, and they know how to apply about our nationality. I heard somebody say something about nationality, and I thought I did anyway. But I love y'all, man, and I'll hit y'all back later, and inshallah, I'm going to get y'all this information that I have, and we're going to do what we got to do to establish our government as the UNIA and do and finish what God has started. Brothers and sisters, peace and love.
All right, brother.
Thank you, Brother Baha. Was there anyone that did not get a chance to share from membership?
Brother John, President John,
Yes.
we're talking about establishing a promotions packet. Is there anybody out there like to help work on that along with us? So the whole responsibility just
Sister Mama Mia, I'm out here. Y'all doing good? Just get you some flyers. Type up what you're gonna do, like family food day, day of the ancestors. You know, dates, times. You know what you're gonna be doing. Membership, registration. And make sure that y'all control the food and you. Whatever food you be served, try to sell 100 different, whatever, and white, whatever. But you control that, so you'll make this money, and that'll go toward the organization. That's what I did. I just put my face on it. I'm learning this. Another page I tell them about, man, what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm starting a hard one family transport services, transport the elderly, sick, and the poor to the doctor, pick food and medicine up for them, take youth to school who cannot ride buses, things of that nature. You know, I got a little outline of what I've been doing in the community. So the two-phase thing, because I know I can talk to everybody in the community, so I just pass it out to everybody that I meet from this district. So they just put on the family food fund. And see it for family. Food, food. Whatever you feel like putting in there. And just know what time it's going to be. And that'll work. You know what I'm saying? I think it will. So that's my little idea.
Lady President, I think we're going to have to put that on the table at our November executive meeting. It's going to have to be a group effort as far as what information I think the key thing is what information we want to put on a flyer or brochure. And once we get that clear, I think putting it together won't be a problem. And we've got a good outline in the bylaws already as far as some options of things we can put in there. But as far as who's going to do it, I think we need to put that on the table at the executive meeting. You know, and somebody, you know, some 1, 2, 3, or 4 people will have to step up and take responsibility.
Okay.
A couple things I want to share before we move to close. As far as the vision for 2022, and working with other groups. So in, I think it's 2019, we started to work with Nation of Islam, the United Sabaeans, some Hebrew Israelite brothers, New Era Atlanta, and the Moorish Land Temple in America. But as far as our plans for next year, we want to expand our diplomacy and strengthen our relationship with the Black organizations, not only religious but business as well. So that's one thing I want to state. I want to share one statement from. I didn't get to share it in the beginning, but share it at the end, and it relates to a lot of things we've been talking about. It comes from our lessons. So this is from lesson 3 of the course on African philosophy. The section is called Black Nationalism, and we're just going to read a paragraph. But Garvey says the culmination of all the efforts of the UNIA must end in Negro independent nationalism on the continent of Africa. That is to say, everything must contribute toward the final objective of having a powerful nation for the Negro race. Negro nationalism is necessary. It is political power and control. No race is free until it has a strong nation of its own system of government, and its own order of society. Never give up this idea. Let no one persuade you against it. It is the only protection for your generation and your race. Hold on to the idea of an independent government nation as long as other men have them. So I want to close on those comments and again encouraging officers as well as myself, but we've got to develop the vision for the future of Division 421, what we want to see from each of our officers, from an agricultural standpoint, from an educational standpoint, business promotion, youth. We've got to put these things together, put that vision together, and that'll be our promotion to help us recruit and get individuals engaged. Was there anyone that didn't get a chance to say it before we move to close?
Brother John.
Yes.
I don't mean to cause no confrontation, but this is what I mean by us as leaders of our generation now. We're gonna have to correct that Negro. You understand? We're gonna have to correct that Negro race and everything. I mean, the facts are there. To all learning institutions worldwide, public and private libraries, college, universities hereby mandated to stop and blame erroneous, bold-faced lies regarding the history of the dark Asiatic Moors, history, her story of the blacks today who are virtue more, meaning a dark complexion inhabitants that own the land in the Americas. And there are many archives that, prove this fact, and I have them. So I'm not saying we can continue with our battle cry can be Black power, Black people, whatever Negro, but we got to have something that based upon law, and when we hit them, they know, oh, okay, they know. You know what I'm saying? We know they came and stole everything and rewrote everything. Well, at least I do. So I have those facts, but I was just saying, no disrespect to anyone, but we know Negro was given to us as slaves, you know what I'm saying? And how they used to treat us in slavery, so we don't need to clarify ourselves as Negroes. That's what's coming from my perspective, no disrespect, but I'll leave it at that, and I can prove it, you understand? I mean, documentation that we'll be more powerful representing ourselves as something else other than a Negro. You feel me? So y'all have a good night. Thank you. Bye, Abdul.
Brother Baha?
Yes, sir.
Just a question. So my understanding of and again, this is not my opinion. I'm just reading from the text that Garvey gave. But from a race perspective, and I've had different perspectives on the concept of race. Some people say race doesn't exist. We've been here and always will be here. But what's the perspective on racial identity? Because my understanding is Negro is just the identity of the race of melanated people.
Well, we got to come as Aboriginal indigenous to this land. You know what I'm saying? And let them know that, we know we're not black because that's a color, a label.
Yeah.
We're not Negroes because, you named this as slaves. We know who we are. We know that we are the Aboriginal indigenous to this land, and that, to be real about it, that the King Arthur, the King Charles, the Queen Elizabeth, and all them, Charlotte, that ain't history. The true history, they just painted everybody white and stole everything. I'm gonna be just keep it that.
They came and stole everything. That's the truth of the matter, for sure. And then rewrote everything and rewrote us out of history. So when we classify ourselves as that, then they know that we are dead. We don't know who we are. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, brother, we got to classify ourselves as a race of people that's powerful and teach our true history, like y'all saying tonight. And so that means we might have to research. Maybe I got to send y'all some documentation. I got to do more. I've been busy, but I can send it to you, no problem. Y'all need to read this information yourselves and apply it. Because all the leaders there with the UNIA, the Collective Black People's Movement, Brother Ross and Sister Tanea and Brother John and others, Mama Mia, very intelligent brothers and sisters. So I'm quite sure if you see this information, you're going to do the right thing. But just reach out to me. I'll make sure you get it. And I'll leave it at that, Brother John.
Understood.
Yes, sir. Respect.
Any other questions or comments in regards to anything that was discussed this evening? So the free meet, were you able to come back? Brother Akwasi? Brother Akwasi, are you there? Was there anybody that did not get a chance to share? We get ready to move to close. I don't have anything else, family. Got some preparation to do for this event this coming Sunday. Study group on Tuesday. And we'll meet back again as a
Brother John.
Yes, sir.
Where's Brother Ross? I don't mean to be disrespectful again. I know I heard Sister Tanea. It's been a while. It's been a while. How's Brother Ross doing? How are you doing? And how's everybody doing on this call? How's Sister Tanea doing? Everyone. Peace and love.
Not a problem. I can speak for myself. I'll let Sister Tanea speak for herself. I'm sure she's doing well, but I won't speak for her. President Ross, he's doing well. He's been working a lot. So with the whole COVID thing and the schools having to work through COVID, that was his main resource is school. And they cut his, since school wasn't coming in and, attending on campus and stuff, they cut his hours about 50%. With the reduction in hours, it wasn't enough. He wasn't bringing in enough as a teacher, to sustain what he already had going. So he had to. He had to get some more work. But I spoke to him today. I've been speaking to him, regularly. He's good. He's doing well. Yeah,
All right.
you know, just
Tell him I
trying
asked
to-
about it, man.
I will do that. I will do that, Brother Baha. Sister Tanea, are you there?
Greetings. Hey, Brother Baha. I'm doing good. Yep.
Greetings, Sister Tanea. I'm
Yeah.
so glad to hear your voice. You always been reaching out to me. I never got back to you, and thank you for all that you have said and probably about always from my dad up to now. You know, you're a great sister, and I
Thank
love you. And I hope everything's going well for you and your family. You stay safe out there, okay?
Yeah, we'll catch up soon. But I
Yes, we will, my sister. I hope to catch up with everyone. Yes.
Yeah, I got the same number. Just call or text.
Okay, I will. I'll reach out. I promise.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Brother John, and to everyone else, man. I love y'all, man, and y'all keep doing what you're doing, man. Y'all doing a great job, and I apologize, like I said, for not being here, but I'm going to make sure everybody get all this information, the research and stuff that I've been doing, so we can really, truly establish our own government, and we can have our own nationality cards, and we can walk with honor and respect among this land and in America, let them know that we are the true ancestors now, okay?
Okay.
For sure.
Thank you, Brother Baha.
Yes, sir.
We will move to close. Mama Amina, I will send you Sister Ifani's contact. Well, I got to send you the whole list. So we'll close out.
Right.
And I'll send you that information.
Hey,
All right, thank you.
excuse me, Brother John, do you have a text with the ancestor dates on it so I can just send a blast to people on my contact list?
Yeah, 1 second. 1 second. I just want to make sure I got your right information. I'm not going to blurt it out. But it's gonna change. Your last four, your last four digits, 7253.
That's correct.
Okay, yeah, I'll send that to you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, and Mama Amina, I'll get you the contact information. So we'll
Oh,
close
thank
out.
you.
We'll close out. If any closing comments before we move to close. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Everybody remember, pay your dues if you're not paying your dues, and feel free to make a donation or contribution. Cashapp, $UNIA 421. Cashapp, $UNIA 421. But again, thank you, brothers and sisters. Good meeting. Got a lot of work to do, and look forward to seeing or hearing from you all. Our next meeting will be November 14th. The topic for that meeting is supposed to be the Office of Citizenship. I don't know if we're going to stick with that because that office hasn't really been active, and the whole process itself hasn't been active. So we may change the topic, but November 14th is the next time we'll meet for a mass meeting.
Okay.
With that, we'll close out with the motto of the organization. Repeat after me. One God.
One God.
One God.
One aim.
One aim.
One aim.
One destiny.
One destiny.
One destiny.
One destiny.
Africa for the Africans.
Africa for the Africans.
Africa
For the Africans.
Those at home and those abroad.
Those at
Those at home.
Those at home and those abroad.
Race first, family.
Race first.
Race
Race first, like that.
Race first.
Well, be safe. Have a wonderful week.
Take care.
Brother Baha.
Hey, I thought that was you, my sister. I'll be reaching out to you.
Okay then. All right. Bless